Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're going to go over Rotom VSTAR. I wanted to go back over this, revisit it, see how it does, and see how it feels with the new Treasure Tracker, a spec that came out in Prismatic Evolutions, and let's go ahead and go over it. First off, we've got Rotom V with its Instant Charge ability. At any point in time, once per turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you use this ability, your turn ends. It does have an attack that we might be using, Scrap Short, for Lightning and Lightning. It does 40 plus another 40 more for each tool card you take from your discard and put into your Lost Zone. So 42 tools go from discard to the Lost Zone. That adds another 80, and we've done 120. It does have an evolution, Rotom VSTAR. It has a fantastic VSTAR ability in Conversion Star. Discard any number of cards from your hand and then draw that many cards from your deck. This is fantastic. We're going to be able to potentially get rid of 6, 7 cards. We get to decide what we don't want and throw it away and then draw that many cards. This is awesome. It also has Scrap Short as an attack for Lightning. It does 80 plus 40 for each tool card we take from the discard and put into the Lost Zone. So if we do another 2, that's 80 plus 80, 160, we're happy. We are running a weird kind of backup attacker with Porygon and Porygon2. Porygon's actually pretty important to note here because of its attack, Conversion 4. Choose a Pokemon type, not including colorless or fairy, until the defending Pokemon leaves the active spot. That Pokemon is now weak to that type. So for us, we will definitely be picking Lightning. Say, for instance, I don't know, what's not weak generally to Lightning? Oh, ground type Pokemon or fighting type Pokemon sometimes. Well, we can now make them weak to Lightning. Charizard, weak to grass? Well, with Conversion 4, now it's weak to Lightning. We also have Porygon2 with its garbage attack. And that's not me trying to say that it's bad. That's literally the attack name. It does 20 damage for each tool card in the Lost Zone. So early game, we Rotom VSTAR. We just keep chucking stuff into the Lost Zone. And then Porygon2 comes out as a 1-prize attacker. Start slapping stuff, and we are going to take a knockout that way. We need 10 to do 200. With 11 in the Lost Zone, that's 220. We're able to knock out all the Ogerpons. We're able to knock out all the support Pokemon like Mew and Fez and even Oranguru. Hey, good segue. Oranguru with its back order ability says if it's in the active spot, once per turn, you can go search your deck for 2 tool cards and put them in your hand. This is really kind of cool because we can go search for, the tools that we want. We do run Fezandipiti with its Flip the Script ability. All it says is if one of your Pokemon were knocked out on your opponent's turn, you can go ahead and draw 3 cards, but you can't use more than 1 Flip the Script. We do run the Bidoof Bibarel line for its Industrious Incisors. If you don't have 5, you can draw until you have 5. And it pairs so well with its other rodent friend, Skwovet. Skwovet with its Nest Stash ability says once per turn, you can go ahead and take your hand and shuffle it, put it at the bottom of the deck, and then draw 1 card. And lastly, because you never know when you're going to need to be able to gust something real quick, we are running the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle with its Hyper Blower ability says if it's on the bench, not in the active, if it's on the bench, you can discard it. If you do, you force your opponent to switch one of their bench with their active, but they do get to choose what they're doing. We are running a very small line of supporters, but I don't think that really hinders this deck a whole lot. We do run the Arven, the Research, and the Boss. Super simple, easy peasy. Arven, search your deck for a tool and item, and throw them in your hand. Professor's Research, just go ahead and discard your hand and then draw 7. And lastly, the one of Boss. I know I always say we should go 2, but I think 1 is fine in this, mainly because we can kind of hit the big numbers if we need to. Bring up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put it in the active. Now, as far as the A spec goes, it's one of my favorite. I think this is what kind of really wanted me to do another Rotom. It's Treasure Tracker. Search your deck for up to 5, count them 5 tool cards, and put them in your hand. Other than that, we're running a pretty simple lineup of items. We want to be able to find our... we want to be able to find all of our energies. We want to be able to discard as much as possible. So Ultra Ball and Earthen Vessel, we're going to go find tools, or have tools in our hand. Excuse me. We're going to have tools in our hand and be able to discard them. Speaking of tools, we are running quite a few. We're running the EXP Share, the Defiance Band, Cursed Duster, a box of, or excuse me, 2 boxes of Disaster, 2 Vengeful Punches, a Choice Belt, and the Evolution, TM Evolutions in there, so that we can go and get ourselves Bibarels and keep them going, and potentially even have the Porygons ready to go. I think this is a pretty decent setup as far as tools go. We're going to be able to use some of them if we need to, and then also get rid of them if we don't. And lastly, we do have the Town Store. Town Store allows you to go search your deck for a tool and put it in your hand. That's the deck list. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how we do. So with this deck, we kind of want to go first, which we will be, but we want to go first, yes, because this is an evolution deck and we are trying to evolve things, but also Rotom V has that instant charge ability and we can't attack on our first turn anyway, so being able to use that is kind of a big deal. We can go ahead and use a Porygon here and a Bidoof, and we're done. See what we get off this top deck, but I would like to see a Rotom, because that would really help. We can Earthen Vessel, get rid of a Vengeful Punch, then Ultra Ball for Bidoof, and then, yeah, kind of keep things moving that way. Playing against a Giratina V-Star. Okay, we have the Rotom V-Star, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Vengeful Punch here. Let's get 2 energy. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball, getting rid of the evolution and the basic energy. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Rotom V. Drop that down, put that there, and we can go ahead and instant charge. Okay, so he is playing and just taking forever on the opening. Looks like he's going to drop down the Comfey, I would imagine to 1 or 2, but flower selecting here is going to go pretty hard. Another Giratina Comfey for the flower selecting, and goes ahead and lets us have it. Okay, we'll do a Porygon2, we'll do an EXP Share here, we can Rotom V, like the switching option here, and we can go ahead and Professor's Research. Alright, another Rotom V down, the barrel down. We can go ahead and Earthen Vessel away this last Rotom. We can put that there. And then, well, let's Ultra Ball. We can get rid of that Earthen Vessel. Honestly, we can get rid of Fez. We have enough draw support with that other barrel. We can go ahead and get ourselves... Let's get ourselves the Skwovet here, actually. Skwovet down, and we can go ahead and Nest Stash. Shuffle that 1 card. We've got an EXP Share. I want to put that there, and we'll go ahead and get 5 cards. Okay, we've got a bunch more. The Ultra Ball here. I'm going to drop those. And let's get ourselves the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle down, and we can go ahead and Hyper Blower. He'll go ahead and select. Looking at ours, we have 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. That is not enough. That's okay, because we've got Conversion Star. We'll get rid of both of these. Okay, another Tracker. I think that's great. Box. We'll just get all 5 of them. Why not? Disaster Box can go down here. And let's go ahead and swing. So 8 12, 16, 200, 240. Taking the Giratina down.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Duster and an Earthen Vessel. We can get more down in a way. Get that Arven, get another Ultra Ball potentially. Actually, I think we run 4, so we could. Okay. We can get rid of a bunch here. Actually, we'll just get rid of a bunch. I do want to do this to get rid of Defiance Band here. Mainly because we can go get the 2 here. Attach this. And let's go ahead and... Ooh. Okay. No. We'll go ahead and Arven this. Let's get ourselves the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball down. We'll go ahead and get rid of... We'll get rid of Duster and Box. Get ourselves another Rotom. So it is ready to go when we need it. And we don't need to get rid of anything because we're doing 80, which will knock out this Comfey. We're done. Knockout.
Yeah, boy.
And then Arven. Let's look and see. Let's look and see. I don't see any of our bosses, so that's a good thing. Well, boss is. We run 1. So I don't see our boss, and I think we're pretty okay with that. And they'll go ahead and concede.
Does anybody else want to drop out?
Love it when I can take down a Lost Box. Okay, so like I said in the last one, going first is probably optimal for us. Yes, we do have Evolution Pokemon, which is important, but also Instant Charge is really quite good. So going first with the Instant Charge, we're not attacking anyway. That extra 3 cards could be a big deal with a Rotom V. Alright, a Porygon. That's alright. So with this, we'll go ahead and get ourselves the Rotom. We'll go ahead and say, yeah, I think we should get the Bibarel, or we should get the Bidoof and the Skwovet, is what I would say we need to do. We'll attach to the Rotom and then Instant Charge. Okay, this is important. This right here is important. We will need the Porygon for that. And we've got an Ultra Ball. That's no big deal. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a Rotom V here. Rotom V, we'll drop this. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Bibarel and a Skwovet. We can go ahead and drop the Box of Disaster here, Energy here, and then we can go ahead and Instant Charge. Right. Bibarel, Ultra Ball for the Rotom V, Rotom VSTAR, attach, and keep moving. Count the cards in your hand, shuffle these cards into your deck, and draw that +1. And that is the number of cards in your hand after Brassius has come down. Any XP share goes away. Going to get 2 energy. This is a Gardevoir deck, so we do need to be cautious. Member skip does 10. Okay, so I'm not allowed to use conversion. That's fine. Attach here. Drop here. We will Ultra Ball here. We're going to get rid of these, I think. Let's go ahead and get ourselves the VSTAR. Drop that down, and we will go ahead and Nest Dash. Getting the 1. Evolution. Let's go ahead and attach that to Porygon and get 5. Okay, we've got a Porygon 2 and a Switch. Porygon 2 drops. Switch comes out. I don't mind waiting on our VSTAR. We can go ahead and put this down. Let's go ahead and... I think we get another VSTAR, or another V here, just to have it. And then we can go ahead and attack. I do want to get rid of some stuff.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Okay, another V-Star. That's okay. We do need to have, I think, 6 at this point in our Lost Zone. We only have 2. What we'll do is probably drop down Rotom V just to have it down. Skwovet, Bibarel, see what we get. The Mimikyu here does kind of throw a wrench in our plans, mainly because we can't hurt it, but I'm really not worried about it. 7, or no, not doing 7 yet. A Miriam, putting that back. And draws 3 cards. Not a terrible way to get the 3 cards. And goes ahead and passes the turn. Okay, another Earthen Vessel here. I'm okay without it. Actually, yeah, I'm okay without it right now. We'll go ahead and drop. Oh, we got the 1 here. We want to put that onto Porygon. And we'll go ahead and draw 5. Alright. I'm actually okay with Conversion Star here. Getting rid of 4 cards. Sounds good to me. Another V. Let's drop that there. And we can do with this. We now have what? We have 1, 2. So that's another 4. That's not terrible. Although I think here what we can do, we have enough that we can survive a couple. Okay, we've got more. I don't mind that. I'd like to see a... At this point, I actually don't mind seeing a Professor's Research drop. As of right now, we've got none. Waiting, I would guess, drops another energy down onto Mimikyu. Yep. The 7 here is fine. 7, 14, 21. We've got 3 turns that we can kind of wait for this Rotom. We've only got 2 right now in the discard, so I'm wanting to get at least 4 more. That would be nice. Professional Research. Porygon2. Not what I wanted. With this, we can actually go ahead and Nest Dash. Getting an energy. Dropping that there. And taking another 5. Okay. So here we actually have quite a bit going for us. We can go ahead and Professor Research here. Town Store is always good. Getting the Town Store here. I don't mind. This one is knocked out by damage. So, okay. So what we can do here, the Choice Belt doesn't seem like it would be good for anything. We can go ahead and drop that. Getting rid of our Nest Ball and our Choice Belt. I'm kind of just seeing what's out there. I'll get the Rotom V-Star here. Evolve it, and I will actually Scrap Pulse. I want to get rid of 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is protected, so we're not worried too much. But now we should have 6. That's 120. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 20 times each. Should be okay. We can go ahead and retreat. Porygon2, swing, and knockout. Depending on what they have and what they're bringing up. Yeah, doesn't change our plans at all. A Mewtwo Dare does potentially change it. So does Mew. So this box is kind of worthless here. We knew that was going to probably be the case. We're not worried. Okay, a Vengeful Punch comes down. Right now we've got how many? Just 1? That's okay. We can go ahead and Arven here. And get ourselves... Ooh, we don't have much, but we can get ourselves an Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel here does quite a bit, getting rid of the Defiance Band here. And I don't mind... Okay, we have no more energy. That is good to know. We'll go ahead and pop that down there. I don't mind retreating here. The 1 is fine. And we can go ahead and Garbage Attack.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
Okay, a professor's research. Looking at our energy, 2, 4, 5, 6, or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they'll go ahead and concede.
Flawless victory.
And there you go. Rotom VSTAR. I like this deck. I think there's a couple things we could definitely change about it. I'd like to see some Pokemon recovery. That would be nice. I would definitely put down a PAL pad. That's important, especially for only running one boss. You discard it early and you never get it back. So it's important to do that. I would say definitely a PAL pad and definitely at least a Super Rod. Again, there's also no energy recovery, so you could use that too. I would say go down one on the Earthen Vessel. I say probably just do a 1/1 line of Porygon. That I think is fine. So that's 3 cards. You can easily go ahead and get a PAL pad, a boss, and a Super Rod. I think would help out tremendously in this deck. Overall, though, I do think this is a fun deck. Obviously, as you saw, it made a couple people short circuit there, so that's always super fun. I don't have a lot to say. It's good to revisit something like this when a cool card like Treasure Tracker does come out. Overall, I think if we were to have used Arven in a couple places to get that and then draw 5 cards, it would have been a little bit better, but overall I do like this deck. I think it's something that you could definitely take to a cup or a challenge. If you make those changes that I said earlier, I think you could take this to a cup or a challenge and really kind of mess with somebody and kind of get people off guard with it. I think it could be really fun with that. Would I take this to a regional? No, I would not. Not unless I felt super confident in the matchups, and I personally just don't. With that, though, if you would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all the things that continue to help me do this and live stream and have time to be online. And with that, have fun, stay safe, I love you,